Hi everyone, I'm your old friend Utkarsh, and today we will be discussing about full data encoding system, binary coded decimals, and also its real-time application in physical world, and also its implementation in 8085, so that the you would uh, uh, you would get a thorough understanding about this subject. So friends, let's get started. In the real world, if you ask a technical person, what is BCD numbers, he would get us a complex definition like BCD is a class of binary coding and decimal where it easily is blah 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 blah. But what actually is a BCD, uh, binary coded decimals? Let's study it like simplifying. It is just another data representative format like binary, like uh, like binary numbers, like decimal numbers. Binary numbers has a base of 2, and decimal number has a base of 10. So what actually BCD is? It is a hybrid. Uh, sorry. Of binary. What I feel like is binary and decimals. Means it has a it has base 10, base unit 10, and it is represented by binary numbers 0 1 number. You would be amazed how it is actually done. Like, if I for example, if I take a number 15, in the decimal numbers we would written it writing it as 10 plus 5. And what actually we write in BC binary coded decimal is, we write the binary encoding of each digit by a bit, or a byte, or 4 bits. Like, I would represent 5 5 with zeros, uh, 1 1 0 1 0. This would be representing of 5, and I could represent 1. This digit 1 as 0 0 0 1. So if I want to represent 15, I would represent it 0 0 0 1 and 1 0 1 0 1. This would represent 1, this would represent 5. So it would be 15, but it would be written in the form of binary digits. So in binary coded decimals, every digit, binary coded decimal is a decimal number where every digit is written in the form of binary numbers. Simple. BCD, we only use 9 numbers as denoted here instead of 16. Like, you know that 4 bits can represent 1 to 16, but we are taking 9, only first 9 as a denoting for decimal number. That is the one of disadvantages. So if binary number has so much now you must have had the doubt that why should we use BCD numbers, because its algorithm is quite difficult. It's doing arithmetics with it is also complex, and it wastes a lot of storage. Means, where in binary numbers we could store 16 numbers in 1 byte, it could store only 9 numbers. So why should we use BCD in the real world? What's the points of using it? So first of all, theoretically there are two advantages. It allows easy conversion from decimal number to binary number, between decimal to binary. And second is, humans and machine, they both alike can understand this data format easily. So now you shouldn't think that that BCD only has the theoretical advantage. It has real world applications too. Like in past days, uh, when when there was no LCD or such things, it was the only graphical source to communicate a result from the computer or the micro controller to the user. It was used most alphanumeric display. It was using calculators. It was used today as well in digital displays, digital clocks, RTC means real time clocks, and today also in most clocks the BCD format is used. It is also used in PLC, program and logic control. In like in Siemens S7300, the output is given in BCD format. And don't think that its use will be obsolete in the near time, because in the financial world it has a very much like important use. It has used in financial world for like in let me discuss in detail. In financial world, there are many banking contracts that although not doesn't make any sense, but they are embedded in systems. For example, there is a banker's rounding system where the rule says that if the last rounding digit is even, you should round it, and if it is odd, don't round it. That is the embedded binding system. It was used in earlier days when there was BCD numbers and used, but today they are not in the place. But today also, because they are used from time that time, the ritual is continued. So we cannot make uh, so we cannot change the system, change the government system. So how can we efficiently do in the real life financial systems? Let us get into detail. In financial world, many banking contracts use several of their rules and regulations, like banker contracts, etc. Some of them don't make any sense, but because they are used as ritual, they are used today also. Like one of the rule that bankers use is that the last digit, if it is even, it would be rounded off. If it is not, it wouldn't round off. That doesn't make any sense. But in the past days, it was important to use. Today, it doesn't make any sense. So how can we do these algorithm quite efficiently without wasting much storage, much time? It would be simpler to code, and it would be easier for computer to get you the output by if you use BCD numbers. Now so we are now let's study the real world implementation of of a BCD number in 8085 microcontroller. So let's not make the problem very complex. Let's keep it simple. What I'm assuming it is, if I have in binary number, if in one memory location I have one BCD number, most less significant in binary coded, and more significant BCD form in another memory location in binary form. And what in this program of packing to BCD number, what I'm doing is I am converting all my result BCD result in and storing it, converting it into BCD and storing it into another memory location. That's what I'm doing. So I just made a pretty simple flow chart of it. We would be doing is we will start the program, start the implementation of program. Then second thing, we would first storing our result, our number, most significant number for BCD number in accumulator, our accumulator, and we would rotating it 4 times to make sure that its least significant is number is 0, and then after it we would be adding our lower lower BCD number. That's how our program would be implemented. Let's study the code of it. So the code of it is something like it LDA for 4201 and RLC. Now let's line by line understand what code is doing. So here what LDA is doing, it is storing the number stored in memory location 4201. The data is stored in 2-bit data in 4201 in our accumulator or register A. So in our register A, the for let's say if my number was say 09 09 in hexadecimal form for let's say. So it would be storing register A, accumulator would be storing register A of memory location 4201. 4201 I am just imagining. What RLC is doing, it is doing left shift. RLC means left shift by one bit. So for RLC means we are left shifting 1 byte. So 09 would be converted into 90. Simple. And what A and I FOH, let's study it. F0H, A and I is, let's study it in working of code here. It would be must be what A and I FOH, F0H, A and I means immediately AND with accumulator with FOH means it's just hexadecimal implementation of 111000. So if I AND with accumulator, it would just store store the most significant BCD, and it would make another one 0. That what my A and I FOH is doing. Then I'm storing my lower most significant bit to register C, to register A, to register C. Then what I'm doing, I'm storing again taking from least significant lower significant of BCD form. Let's for say it was 04, and then what I'm doing it, I'm storing it in my register C, because our register it was already 90, like example I have taken, and if I add 04 it would be 94, and this is my final BCD output that I would be getting. And what I'm doing, STA 4300H, STA would store my accumulated result into the memory location 4300H. So my program has successfully converted the hexadecimal code or binary code to the binary coded decimals. Now let's study how to unpack BCD numbers. Packing was little easy. Unpacking was also easy. So what we are doing, what we had done in packing the BCD number, this code is just opposite. We are taking a BCD number from a memory location and storing a result in lower binary coded decimal in one memory location, and higher BCD number uh, in in the hexadecimal form in another memory location. So this is the flow chart of it. We are starting our program. We are getting the BCD number. First, we are masking the lower BCD number to get the higher, like to get our higher BCD number and store it in another memory location. Then next time, what we are doing, we are masking the lower bit, then the higher bits. So we could get our lower BCD number and store in another memory location required. This would be the flow chart. Let's study by code. It would be much simpler if we understand by code. So what first we are doing is LDA4200H. So what actually I am doing? I am taking my LDA4200H. I am getting my BCD number into my register array accumulator, and I'm masking it. Second step, what I wrote in flowchart was mask the lower BCD number. How I'm masking it with AND. I'm doing direct AND with 0001111. That is what 0FH would represent. Then I'm doing right shift 4 times. If I would do right shift 4 times, then my 90 would become 09. Then I would be storing my partial result in one memory location, and again I would repeat the process. I would be storing my register BCD number again into register A. Then I would be masking the higher bit, not lower bit, and I would be storing my lower bit in some other memory location. So what this unpack code is doing, it is doing just opposite of the packing code. Unpacking code is storing my higher BCD number to one memory location and lower BCD number to another location. Hope this tutorial would give you real information about BCD number and its use in real time world. It is the most the BCD number has pretty much advantages and some disadvantages too, and application in real world of BCD number is tremendous. So by saying that, I would be ending my presentation. Thank you.